Yes, happiness is the cherished goal of every human being. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. What better news can we receive than this? My dear brothers and sisters, today, the 31st Sunday of the year, the church celebrates the Solemnity of all the saints. Well, this is a feast of great hope, happiness for all of us. Who among you, who among us does not want to be happy in life? All of us would like to be happy. I remember when I was a student back in Rome for more than 40 years ago, a certain companion of mine used to ask me, "Jose, are you happy today?" And I have picked up after him, and often to my friends, I ask them, "Are you happy to be alive today?" Yes, happiness is the cherished goal of every human being. And we can think of many philosophies, we can think of principles, we can think of strategies and means to attain happiness. But who among all philosophers and wise men offers the most effective way to be happy other than Christ Himself, our Redeemer? And the criteria to be happy, the means to be happy is what He proposes in the Gospel of today. Matthew chapter 5 verses 1 to 12. And the last verse is what says, "Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven." And the Holy Father wrote an apostolic exhortation a couple of years ago that is entitled, "Rejoice and be glad." And he reminds us that the Magna Carta, our card of identity card, is contained in the Beatitudes. And what is most hopeful about the feast of today is that apart from all the canonized and beatified men and women of the church, we have countless souls who have reached the eternal happiness of heaven, who attained the supreme and infinite happiness in heaven by being just ordinary human beings. People of all ages, of all backgrounds and walks of life, religious, priests, lay people, farmer, king, you name it, all have been represented in this immense crowd of hosts that accompany us in heaven. What a hope for you and me. And how terrible it would be if we missed out on this goal of being supremely and perennially happy. And the way to that happiness is what Christ has taught us, what He has demonstrated in His life, to be totally centered on God's kingdom, His word, and His promise. And to empty our hearts of all those things that comes in the way of attaining that happiness. And so are the Beatitudes that speak of emptying of our heart, of pride, selfishness, and self-seeking, when God becomes number one priority in our life. And our heart reaches out compassionately to the unhappy brothers and sisters of ours, sharing the good news that we are called to be happy. And His grace will never fail. As the saints, as the Holy Father says, next door saints, our fellow human beings, our relatives, family members who have lived faithfully this great principle of happiness, these great promises of Jesus. Blessed are those, what Jesus says, happy are those who live this way. May this countless host of known and unknown saints of ours, brothers and sisters of ours, enable us and encourage us to attain this and move relentlessly toward this goal.